My name is Samr Calcutawala. I have currently doing two businesses. One is Origin Oils, which is into sustainable, transparent and traceable essential oils. And the second one is PreSols, which was more of an opportunity business, keeping in mind the current pandemic which was going on. So essential oils, mostly people would know as using as aromatherapy oils, but that's what is the retail part of it. These essential oils are also used in manufacturing fragrance and flavors. Any soap you get, any detergent you get, any fine fragrance which you are using, any flavors in ice creams or savory flavors or sweets will have some amount of these essential oils going into it. The current oils, essential oils which you usually get in the market are often adulterated. Often you don't know what the origin of the product is, and we want to create that link to the origin. So a person who buys the oil would know where the product is coming from. In fact, which farm it comes from, that will be traceable. So that's what we are trying to do, and remove the middlemen from the mix, and get more money to the farmer, which is our social goal. So my family business was in fragrance and flavor industry, and we used to manufacture synthetic aroma chemicals. In a family business, you're always a boss, but you're never a boss as well. Everybody in the company would treat you as a boss, but when it comes to decision making or anything, you're never the boss. You know, your father is always the boss, or there will be other people who would be bossing around. So in a family business, if you are not the head of the family, you are not the boss. But yeah, so I would say family business brings a lot of value. It gives you a already formed foundation for a business, so you can just multiply on it. But yeah, if you want to have your own new ideas, if you want to create new things, it's always a give and take on that. When I decided to part ways, it was very challenging for the family. Everybody in the family was worried what's going to happen, how things are going to move forward. It was a difficult thing because suddenly I was not doing anything. I was just sitting at home trying to think about different ideas and different things on what to do. I came to London in 2020. I was doing a course at the London Business School called the Masters in Leadership and Strategy. That's where I met my business partner Anand. I kind of discussed this idea with him about the small farmers in India, the natural products, and then we started talking and we kind of developed this entire idea. Now the family is a bit relieved. They're still tensed, but I think they're comfortable now. The essential oil industry is very, very competitive. It's been there from years. It has been developed quite well. There is a lot of adulteration, there is a lot of middlemen involved. The customers would never know where the product has finally come from. And we want to bring that clarity in purchasing or in the supply chain. Every product will have a QR code attached to it, which will finally trace the product up to the final origin of the product. When we look at the current trend of businesses, there is a huge shift to sustainability. We realize that if the business is not built on sustainability, it will not survive. So in 2018, I had attended a rural entrepreneurship program, and when I went there, I realized there are a lot of small businesses who are trying to help the farmers. I realized with the background what I have of fragrance and flavors, what they are growing in their farms right now, we could very well replace it with aromatic crops, and this would really improve their income. That was the basis of the idea, and it is deeply entrenched in being sustainable. And yes, currently the trend is about sustainability, so it kind of just worked out perfectly for us. You know, it merged in pretty well. How we work on it is we speak to the farmers, we aggregate the farmers together, and then educate them on aroma crops. So we would provide the inputs, we would provide the knowledge. Inputs like the seeds, the fertilizers, they have to probably regularly put updates on it, and our people would go around the farms taking pictures and updating it. Our agronomists will help them how to grow it better. Over the period, once it is harvested, This harvest is then dried and we distill essential oils out of it. This essential oil is then directly sold to this fragrance and flavor houses. From the time I've started doing something of my own, every bit of my life has been very happy. Every bit I spend thinking about the business, getting newer ideas, trying to solve situations, matters, it involves me completely.